many are excited about the way this is going to impact the whole area. They expect that it's going to bring a lot of progress and more economic opportunities, but there are many, many others that are very against the presence of SpaceX and Elon Musk in this area.
You are watching The Big Deal. Elon Musk, the billionaire industrialist, says that his time at the White House has officially come to an end as he shifts his focus back to his business empire. That includes the rocket launch company SpaceX, which officially got a new home in South Texas earlier this month. It's a city called Starbase. This new municipality was approved by a small group of voters who live there and are mostly Elon Musk's employees at SpaceX. Musk's rocket program is under contract with the Department of Defense and NASA, and he hopes to send astronauts back to the moon and someday to Mars through this company. Musk was at Starbase this week to oversee a high-stakes rocket test. The Starlink rocket lost control in space. It suffered a leak and disintegrated, marking the company's third consecutive setback. Spectrum News reporter Adolfo Muniz joins me now with more on SpaceX, and he's located there in Starbase City in Texas. Good to see you, Adolfo. We don't see new cities very often. What has the local reaction been to this new municipality?
Errol, you're right about that. We're not seeing new cities often, but the particularity of this one is the first one in the history of mankind that is supposedly built for space. And people here in South Texas, especially here in the Rio Grande Valley and close to Brownsville, many of them really don't know what to think. Many are excited about the way this is going to impact the whole area. They expect that it's going to bring a lot of progress and more economic opportunities, but there are many, many others that are very against the presence of SpaceX and Elon Musk in this area. It went from Elon Musk being almost a local hero. The community had embraced them. And suddenly, and little by little, it started changing, and many are very, very opposed. Many don't like the fact that now I am standing in Starbase. They feel this should be a natural reserve of wildlife, as it used to be, Errol.
Well, if they're going to meet the plans that we've heard announced, there's going to be a lot of construction going on, right? They're going to build housing, retail, and even a school.
That is absolutely right. In fact, at this moment, as we are talking, there's a lot of construction going on. There's every time more developments, habitational developments. They're building also, they say, a school, even a shopping mall. But you see, the particularity of this city, once you look at it, is very stretched out. I am very close to Boca Chica Beach right now. As you can see, the testing facility is right behind me. Well, this city kind of goes all the way of State Highway 4 in a very long stretch that includes people who are not employees of SpaceX and who were already living here. Now, there's going to be a new meeting soon about the planning and zoning department, and many of them don't know if they're even going to be able to be living here. But the fact is that, yes, there's a lot of construction going on, and the city is really starting to take shape.
Well, I mean, so there's the construction and development, and then the Federal Aviation Administration recently gave SpaceX permission to increase the number of launches from Starbase from 5 to 25 every year. That's every other week, which I imagine would be somewhat disruptive as well.
It is very disruptive. In fact, not only because this highway gets closed every time there is a launch, but the fact that in towns nearby, such as Port Isabel and even all the way to San Benito, you can hear the blast of this rocket. And I'm telling you, this rocket makes the ground tremble. It's super strong. I was in Port Isabel recently, and I could see the houses shake. So that's something that is also it's a very hot topic issue for a lot of residents, that they don't like the fact that this rocket is so big and it's so dangerous. For many of them, they say, in fact, there is an industrial development not far from here where they store gasoline and other inflammable liquids. And you can tell many people are really nervous about that. And now that's going to be 25 a year. There used to be only 9. People are really, many of them getting angry, you know.
And what is the goal of all of this? What is Elon Musk's goal with this rocket program?
Well, plain and simply, Elon Musk wants to take us to Mars. Wants to take mankind first to Mars and then to other planets. And that's really interesting too. I spoke recently to an astronomer and former astronaut who told me that his focus and the way he approaches all of this is very different than what NASA does. Basically, what they do is launch rockets one after the other, and whatever works or doesn't work, then they repeat it or they cut it. Basically, a trial and error process in that the rockets keep on going up, Many keep on blowing up. They call it a rapid disassembly. So they're not really sure that it's really that effective or that is desirable. His focus is for the mission to Mars to be as soon as 2026.
Adolfo Muniz, thank you so much for joining us with that update. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.